Hi, and thanks for logging on to the Daily DVAR Halacha. And here's a brand new halacha for you. It's for Sunday, 18th day of October. Here we go. So today we're going to do this question. You know, if Shabbos, this is a Shabbos question, you have, let's say, motion detectors in your home related to your alarm system or whatever, and as you walk around the house on Shabbos, the motion detectors and the little LEDs inside of them are going to blink on and off, and you're kind of sort of causing them to blink on and off as you walk by. So what's the best thing to do? So Rabbi Simcha ben Cohen, in his book called Our Shabbos Home, says if possible, your safest bet is to try to turn off your alarm system for Shabbos so that your LEDs won't be blinking every time you move and walk by them. But then he deals with the question of what if you forgot? So are you stuck? Are you just freeze in the middle of where you are in the middle of Shabbos when you realize that you forgot to turn off the motion detectors? And anyway, there's the bigger question, because a lot of times it's going to happen that you walk by somewhere and certain place that you walk, and some guy's electronic light goes on in his backyard every time you walk there. Do you have to go away from that spot? So he says that there are some poskim, the Shevet Halevi is one of them, who says this very fascinating thing. And he says that in times of, like when you forgot to turn off your alarm system, you could rely on this interesting thing that I'm about to tell you. Here it is. This posek, called the Shevet Halevi, says that let's say you're just walking along and doing your normal, ordinary whatever, just walking, and some electronic thing happens because you're just walking. You have no intention at all for that thing. You don't even care about it, whether it goes on or off. You're just walking, and something goes on and off. He says you're not even doing any malacha at all, reasons the Shevet Halevi. You're just walking down a sidewalk. There's nothing wrong with walking down a sidewalk. You don't. That's not the same thing as walking through an electronic door, you know, where you kind of appreciate the door opening up for you as you walk through it. So that's a whole other situation, which you're not allowed to do, as we discussed yesterday. But if you're just taking a walk on the sidewalk and some other thing is rigged up to go on every time somebody walks by on the sidewalk, you don't intend for that. You don't want it. It's not in your thinking at all. And therefore, there are poskim like him who say that it's totally okay. As a matter of fact, he quotes an earlier posek called the Chai Adam, who says that, now this is not an electronic case, but he said, let's say some guy wanted to bring some feed to his cows, you know, so he brought it in some kind of basket to put in front of the face of the cows, and what's going to inadvertently happen is some of the feed is going to fall through the holes in the basket or that sifter that he's holding them in, and some sifting is going to happen, which you're not allowed to do on Shabbos. So the Chai Adam said in that situation, come on, I'm not interested in sifting, I'm just bringing some feed to the cow, and I brought it in a thing that has some holes in it. The Chai Adam said that it's no problem at all when that happens, and you're totally okay, because you're just feeding an animal, and if it's your animal who needs you to feed him, you're totally allowed to do that. And so Rav Simcha ben Cohen says it's the same thing when you walk by that sidewalk and some guy's electronic thing goes off. I'm just taking a walk. Some guy just rigged it such that every time anybody takes a walk here, his light goes on. I didn't do that. I didn't intend for that. I don't care about that. I don't even want it. And therefore he says it's okay. And therefore, back to your home where we started in the beginning of today's halacha. If you forgot to turn off the LEDs of your electronic alarm thing, you're safe. You can still continue to walk through your house on Shabbos. He just recommends that it's better and safer, and you'll fit more of the opinion of more of the rabbis if you turn that thing off before Shabbos, if possible. Hope that's clear. If it's not, by all means, feel free to discuss this with your rabbi, because it's very important. It applies a lot of times in our life, as electronic things are set up all over the place where you and I walk on Shabbos. So think about it, know about it, ask about it, and you know, learn the Torah. That's all about it. Thanks for logging on. Log on again tomorrow for more. Bye-bye.